Now this project is pretty simple and straightforward, and I really want this to be kind of geared towards more to being able to make your own tools. You're kind of, limitless as far as what you can do with a lathe like this. So now, as you can see, I've centered. Now this tap I have held in the drill chuck on my tailstock, which is loosened. I have more of those laying around anyway. Be held, and I could do this in my mill. It would actually be probably a little bit easier and more precise in this round stock on the drill press, but just by eye and using a center drill. A square, four-sided miniature file, as well as a three-sided file here, and all we need to do is square out the corners and flatten up the sides. This is the most thing. And you can see it's not an entirely perfect fit, but it doesn't really need to be. We just need a little bit of clearance in there so it can slide through without too much slop. This little 1/4x20 bolt I've had lying around ends up being a perfect fit on the end and gives us a little bit of clearance towards the front. If you were drilling into or boring into a hole that had a blind bottom, you may want to consider using a screw of some sort that gives you the most amount of clearance so that the cutting edge of the tool is as far forward as it can be. A variety of different types of cutting surfaces and obviously a variety of uses, but the real proof is in the pudding, so let's see how it cuts. This is just some aluminum, and I believe I bored it out to 1 inch with just a drill bit, and we're just running it here at, I believe, about 900 RPMs, and just taking some nice light cuts. Obviously, because of the lightness of the cut I'm taking, and probably things about my actual tool geometry and grind, I'm getting a little bit of a stringy cut, a stringy chip, which is never ideal. It can actually be quite dangerous if you're not careful. So that's one thing to note, but that's kind of a whole separate idea is your shaping of your tool and your cutting angle.